A very good morning to all of you. Distinguished dignitaries, honorable guests, and members of the media, on behalf of Ventive Hospitality Limited, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for gathering here today at NSC this morning to be a part of this momentous occasion. I'm also welcoming viewers who are joining us today through the digital medium from across the world. My name is Deepa Jairaman, and I head up communications at Blackstone, India. Before we begin the ceremony, could we please rise for the national anthem?
गणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. Thank you so much. Request everyone to kindly take their seats. Post this successful IPO subscription of Ventive Hospitality, or might I say, post the 10 times oversubscription we had at Ventive Hospitality, here we are today on this joyous day for a significant milestone towards listing of Panchasheel and Blackstone-backed Ventive Hospitality Limited's equity shares at the National Stock Exchange. Panchasheel Realty is India's leading real estate mixed-use developer, renowned for its iconic and award-winning luxury real estate projects. Over 2 decades, Panchasheel has successfully delivered over 30 million square feet of prime real estate, with another 20 million plus under development across multi-asset classes in India, Sri Lanka, and the Maldives. There's really nothing they can't build: high-end residential developments, IT parks, built-to-suit office spaces, and special economic zones, hotel, convention centers, luxury retail malls, and landmark hospitality developments. Of course, not to say multiple awards in luxury homes and office space development. Blackstone, the other co-promoter, is one of the largest investors in the country, with over $50 billion of assets under management since inception. The interesting fact is that I was here at the same podium in 2019, 5 years ago, when we launched India's first REIT, Embassy REIT. Blackstone actually helped initiate the concepts of REITs in the country, and since then, we have had 4 REITs, 3 of which belong to Blackstone. This Ventive Hospitality is our 11th IPO in the country, and 3rd in 2024. Yeah, just 6 months ago, we listed Aadhar Housing Finance at NSC. Last week, Mr. Chauhan saw me again on the stage when we listed IGI, and here we are today, very proud to list yet another proud gem in our collection, Ventive Hospitality. To tell you a little bit about Ventive Hospitality Limited, Ventive Hospitality is a hospitality asset owner with primary focus on luxury offerings across business and leisure segments. The portfolio comprises 11 operational hospitality assets in India and the Indian subcontinent, totaling 20,036 keys across luxury, upper upscale, and upscale segments. Fantastic track records, marquee hotels, various geographies, all poised for success. We've got all the hotels are operated or franchised to global operators such as Marriott, Hilton, Atmosphere, and others. So what I'll do is let me play you a quick AV to showcase you a little bit about Ventive Hospitality. Could we play the AV, please? Could we play the AV, please? Okay, I think while the AV comes up, he's doing it? Okay. Okay, while the AV comes up, it is. Indeed, our journey begins here. Let me welcome the guests today, starting with our host, Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, Managing Director and CEO, NSE. Thank you for hosting Ventive's most iconic day at your premises. From Panchsheel-backed Ventive Hospitality, we have Mr. Atul Chaudia, Chairman, Panchsheel Realty, and Executive Director, Ventive Hospitality Limited. We have Mr. Ranjit Batra, Chief Executive Officer at Ventive Hospitality. We have Mr. Mustafa Hussain, President, Finance and Strategy, Panchsheel Realty. From Blackstone, we are joined by Mr. Tuhin Parekh, Head of Real Estate India, Blackstone, Mr. Ashish Mehta, Senior Managing Director and Head of Real Estate Acquisitions India, Blackstone. We have Ms. Swati Baghel, Managing Director of Blackstone, Mohit Arora, Managing Director, Blackstone, and the entire team here. I would like to extend a hearty welcome to our book running lead managers who played an integral part in the success of Ventive Hospitality. Joining us today is Mr. Nitin Adnani, Managing Director, Real Estate Advisory Investment Banking from JM. Mr. Atul Mehra, MD and CEO, Axis Capital. Mr. Ranveer Davda, Managing Director and Co-Head Investment Banking, HSBC. We have with us Raghavendra Pandey, Business Head, Real Estate, Infra and Large Conglomerates, ICICI Securities. Vasudev Jagannath, Head Institutional Equities, IAFL. Abhijit Vaidya, Managing Director and Co-Head Equities, Corporate Finance, Kotak Mahindra Capital. Nitin Kanuganti, Vice President, Investment Banking, SBI Capital, and their team members here. To officially commence the celebration, let's begin with lighting of the ceremonial lamp. This beautiful ritual symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and welcoming of light, knowledge, prosperity in our lives. To do and embrace this auspicious tradition together, may I request Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan to guide Mr. Atul Chaudia, Mr. Tuhin Parekh, Mr. Nipun Sani, Mr. Tilan Vaiji Singhe, Mr. Bharat Khanna, Mr. Jack Shroff, and Ms. Aisha Shroff, Ms. Varsha Chaudia to come up on the stage, please. Of course.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिः समप्रभ
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव
while they take their seats, let me tell you one more interesting fact. I told you there's nothing that Panchsheel can't build, right? So true to the word, the Ventive portfolio is home to the world's very first underwater hotel suite. So the Muraka in Conrad, Maldives is first of its kind, ultra luxury, 2-level residence submerged under 16 feet below sea level in the Indian Ocean. And the classiest who's who of the world have stayed there and enjoyed a 360-degree view of living underwater and observing the sea life outside. Right, let's get started. We'd start off listening to a few other people and not just me. So let me call upon one of the key men who's been instrumental in Ventive as an entity coming together and taking it all the way up to listing. Mr. Mustafa Hussain, President Finance and Strategy, Panchsheel Realty. Let's have him start the proceedings today. Mustafa? You'll have to pull the mic up, I'm sure.
So familiar faces. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. Who would have thought that we will all gather here at the end of the year for something as exciting as Ventive's listing? But with Panchsheel, anything is possible. I've been with the group for almost more than a decade now, and I thought I'll take this opportunity to share my insights on the incredible journey of Panchsheel and especially Ventive's listing. The way I see it, what makes Panchsheel as one of the best real estate companies out there is Atul's ability to take some unconventional, contrarian bets, and these bets are not small bets. These are big bets, and they are bold bets, and they play out extremely well in the long run. I've seen them play out. Some may call it vision, some may call it luck, but I see them play out consistently. For me, it's not luck, it's vision. And so, for example, when everybody was making offices on the west of Pune, he decided to build on the east of Pune. When everybody was doing strata sale of commercial office space, he decided to do leasing. When everybody was doing cookie cutter houses, he decided to do branded luxury in Pune. When everybody was raising money from informal sources, he decided to raise money from institutional investors. When traditional developers were keeping management control to themselves, he gave his management team free hand. And this ability of his, I also see it in the journey of Ventive. How so? Conventional wisdom says that you should not do an IPO in the middle of the holiday season. Everybody advised us to do the IPO before 15th of December. But here we are. We opened the IPO on the eve of Christmas in the middle of the holiday season. And what did we get? 10x. So that's Atul's way of doing things. The other thing is generally in a pure play hotel asset platform which have been listed in India, you don't have international hotels. Nobody does it. None of the listed guys have done it. But here we are with a very unconventional approach. We've added international hotels to the portfolio. And why so? Because there is a belief with both the promoters that these iconic international properties, when you add it to the platform stands out. It is attractive to investors. And in these unconventional bets, what is the size of the bet? As I said earlier, Atul takes bold bets and big bets. So what is the size of the bet? The size of the bet for him is his entire hotel assets, which he built till date out of love and passion, everything. Everything has been brought inside it and put into this platform. All the chips are in for him. It's not an easy decision, especially for somebody who's media shy, doesn't like to be below the radar, to put everything he's created and put it up for public scrutiny. It's a difficult decision. And I know it for a fact because I've seen it very closely. It has been a very extremely emotional decision for him to do this. And hats off to you that you've done it. Of course, when you do all these bold visions, you don't need somebody to hold your hand and say, hey, let's do it, don't worry, we are behind you. And that hand in this journey has been of Blackstone, who have been our partners for over a decade. So thank you, Tuhin, for having the confidence in the vision of Ventive. And one of the most remarkable things about this Ventive journey is that this process of putting Ventive together is only a 6 months process. We set up a $2 billion entity from thought to finish to listing, everything done in 6 months. That's unbelievable. I've not seen it. I don't think anybody's seen it. It's unbelievable. People take years to do it. And it does not happen with somebody saying abracadabra. There are a lot of people who have been silent warriors, who worked selflessly, relentlessly behind the scene, and both from Team Panchasheel, Team Blackstone. And so I want to thank some of them who've been silent warriors. So Harsh, Jugal, Akshat from Team Blackstone, thank you very much. Pradeep, who's been spending sleepless nights till 3 o'clock in the night, even after we got 10x subscribed. Pradeep, Paresh, Zarina, Samyak, Khushbu, Shoaib from Team Panchasheel. Thank you guys. You guys have been rock stars and silent warriors. And as Ranveer Singh says in Gully Boy, apna time aayega. Well, for Ventive, the time is now. It's a start for something bold, something visionary, something truly iconic. And here's to Ventive making waves. Best of luck, and thank you.
I'm sure that was a new one. Mr. Chauhan, anybody in NSC came and spoke about Gully Boy and Apna Time Aayega? See, we also got the Bidu man with us. I'm going to use the same words that Mustafa did, so let me invite the visionary leader and the real estate luminary behind Panchasheel Realty and Ventive Hospitality Limited, Mr. Atul Chaudia, Chairman Panchasheel Realty, to come up and talk to us, please.
Morning, everybody, and thanks for joining me. Today marks a new chapter in Panchasheel's journey with Ventive's IPO. We take our next bold step, expanding from creating iconic assets to owning iconic destinations. So this was my formal line, but what I wanted to say is how we started. I started hospitality in 2007 with my first 84-room hotel called Oakwood. It was supported by Bharat Khanna, I don't know whether he's here, from Morgan Stanley. And after that, every 2 years we were building one hotel, and everybody used to tell me, hotels are built all over, one city, one hotel. And I had a belief. I said, that's a wrong notion. We'll make 10 hotels in one city. Why make 10 hotels in 10 cities? When my one city can have appetite, I will make hotel only in my cities. And the journey started with that vision. So we were delivering rooms after rooms. Some were saying it's a good move. Some were saying it is not from the industry, does not understand. Every consultant told me this is a wrong strategy. You should be spread out. But my belief and my conviction was it is just the rooms and the money. How does it matter whether I make in one city or I go and make in 10 cities? And then we started with international destination. We did Maldives first. Joined hand with Blackstone. We got there 2 hotels. And my team had the belief that we'll make the IPO in 3 months. But I said, no, take 6 months, no problem. And we are here. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you, Ranjit. Thanks, everybody.
That was quick. Now let me call upon the gentleman who started the flow of foreign institutional funds investing in the Indian real estate, brought in transparency and governance to the sector, and introduced the REIT revolution in the country. Mr. Tuhin Parekh, Head of Real Estate India, Blackstone.
So, I echo Mustafa. Somebody asked me beginning of the year, what are we doing end of the year? It won't be a listing ceremony of a company, right? But here we are, right? And this is my 4th outing. And honestly, it gets more and more special every time I do this. And this one is a special one. As Atul said, you kind of put blood and passion into this to getting done in record time. A little bit about Blackstone. We've done 11 IPOs in this country. If you add up the total market cap of our listed companies, it's close to $40 billion. We would be a top 20 company in this country. I've been investing in India since 20 years, and we built some big platforms. We built India's largest office platform, second largest hospital chain, India's largest mall platform, India's largest industrial platform, and now Ventive, which I think is the most exciting one of the lot. Before I talk about Ventive, I'm going to use a phrase. I'm actually stealing a phrase from my partner Amit Dixit. Ya pyar nahi, wa vyapar nahi. Honestly, we are privileged that Atul has shown faith and trust in us, that we've done 10 transactions with him, invested over $500 million with him, built big businesses in office and data center, and now we created a special baby Ventive. And why do you consider Ventive special? Well, one, it's got unparalleled assets, very hard to build and impossible to replicate. Enormous cash flows, very low debt. However, conventional wisdom says companies which are asset heavy tend to be low growth. I think we've created a wrap around this company, the team that has deep experience in building, turning around, acquiring assets. Therefore, I think we've created a unique company which we think is predictable cash flows but with high growth. Honestly, the IPO has been very successful, and we think the markets will also find this platform successful and give us value over the long term. So honestly, I want to thank Atul and his family for giving us trusting us. Thank you, Mustafa, Ranjit, and the Blackstone team to get this across the line. This would have been impossible in any part of the world. Only in India it can happen. And I think we should believe in that, that we can make anything work in India. I'm a strong believer in that, and I think all of us are also. Thanks, everybody. Best of luck to the whole team as we launch this on the high seas.
Thank you, Tuheen. Let's now have the man who's going to lead it all, calling on the stage Mr. Ranjit Batra, Chief Executive Officer, Ventive Hospitality.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege as I stand here today on this monumental occasion. As I look around, I see familiar faces, our promoters, associates, employees, bankers, auditors, partners, and most importantly, families. Today marks a day of transformation, a dream that was nurtured with ambition, resilience, and innovation is now a public company. A company that is not only opening its doors to the world, but also its heart to the trust of the shareholders that believed in our vision. This milestone was not achieved overnight. It's a result of the dedication and hard work of countless individuals, such as our promoters. Thank you, Atul. Thank you, Tuheen. Thanks for your courage and foresight. You dreamt big and laid the foundation for this company to grow and thrive. To our employees, you're the lifeline of this organization. From restaurants to housekeeping, to senior leadership, and a smiling face that is always ready to welcome you. And most importantly, to the tireless faces and the work done behind the scenes that often goes unnoticed. To our hotel operators, brands, investors, and bankers, thank you. Thank you for your support and guidance and belief in our story. Your support has been instrumental in bringing us to where we stand today. And most importantly, to our families, who have stood by us through long nights, challenges, and sacrifices. Your love and encouragement has been our greatest source of strength. Our journey has been one of constant evolution, staying ahead of market trends, and we always put our customers at the center of everything we do. Today, we stand as leaders in the hospitality space with a unique mix of iconic hotels in India and world-class resorts in Maldives with top-class annuity assets. And most of all, we have a very strong growth plan and great execution capabilities. I see this opportunity to evolve and grow for all of us in Ventive, aligning ourselves with the expectations of a larger community with a sense of purpose. But while this moment is to celebrate, it's also a moment to reflect on the responsibilities that come with a public listed company. A company now, we are not just accountable to our promoters and employees, but to our shareholders. We embark this new chapter. We are guided with a clear vision, delivering value to our shareholders by staying focused on operational excellence and sustainable growth, expanding our footprints to the markets with strategic potential, both in India and elsewhere, fostering innovation, ensuring that Ventive continues to set benchmarks in the hospitality industry, staying true to the purpose, creating exceptional and unforgettable experiences for each and every customer that walks into our door. As we prepare to ring the bell and see the Ventive ticker come alive, it's all about building something meaningful and lasting. We take this responsibility seriously. And I can assure you that the trust you've put into Ventive will always remain as our guiding force. Let's ring this bell, not just as a symbol of listing, but as a symbol of incredible possibilities that lie ahead. Together, we'll ensure that Ventive Hospitality continues to set benchmarks in the industry and remain a source of pride for each and everyone associated with this. Here's to Ventive's future, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ranjit. You know, Tuhin said that Blackstone is one of the largest owners of office space, retail malls, warehouses, and other assets in the country. Well, I would give credit to one more gentleman here who's responsible for putting all of that together, Mr. Ashish Mohta, Senior Managing Director and Head of Real Estate Acquisitions, India, Blackstone. Come over and talk to us about this JV with Panchasheel.
Hi, good morning, and thanks for joining us on what is a momentous occasion for Ventive, Panchasheel, and Blackstone. Ventive Hospitality for me is a unique opportunity to buy into a diversified portfolio of luxury properties across the Indian subcontinent. We're targeting the Indian business and leisure traveler. At Blackstone, we're big believers in the hospitality story, and there is no better story on that than our acquisition of Hilton Worldwide. In 2007, we bought Hilton Worldwide just before the global financial crisis. Post that, we stuck to our beliefs and, despite all of the negative sentiment, continued to invest in the platform and exited in what was, at that point of time, the world's largest hospitality IPO. This buy and build philosophy is what we do best. And I think the partnership between Panchasheel and Blackstone is a perfect testament to that. Panchasheel's skills on the development and design side and our acquisition capabilities make this a perfect opportunity to grow Ventive into India's premier hospitality platform. I don't think there's any better time to be in India, and this is a perfect way to end the year. I want to use this opportunity to thank everyone, the team from Panchasheel, the team from Blackstone, our entire set of advisors. And with Jackie in the room, there was always going to be some Bollywood. Mustafa started it. I'm going to try and end it with something that I'm borrowing from John Gray, our president, in what to sort of look out for, and I would say, picture abhi baki hai mere dost.
Yes, indeed. And the big picture is coming up. I think we've got about 7 minutes to listing. Let me invite Shri Ashish Kumar Chauhan, MD and CEO, NSC, to address the gathering.
Shri Atul Choradia, Chairman, Ventive Hospitality, Shri Ranjit Batra, CEO, Ventive Hospitality, Shri Tuhin Parekh, Head Real Estate, Blackstone, Shri Ashish Mohta, Senior Managing Director, Blackstone, Shri Vishal Kampani, JM Financial, Shri Mustafa Hussain, President, Shri Jackie Shroff, distinguished guests, board members, employees, family members, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and a warm welcome to all of you to NSE for the listing ceremony of Ventive Hospitality. NSE is proud to welcome Ventive in our family of listed corporates, and this will be the 2,669th company to list with us. During the current financial year, so far, NSE has witnessed 206 IPOs across main board and SME segments, with Ventive Hospitality being the 66th company to list on the main board segment of the exchange. In this calendar year, India has witnessed highest number of listings across the world. India is the 4th largest capital market in the world in terms of market capitalization after US, China, and Japan. Market capitalization of NSE listed companies has grown about 112 times in rupee terms since NSE started its operations in '94, which now stands at US $5.1 trillion or 438 lakh crores. And from today onwards, Ventive Hospitality will be an integral part of it. NSE has over 10.8 crore unique investors with 21 crore accounts, reaching 99.8% of all PIN codes in the country. That covers 20% of all households directly investing in stock markets today. This IPO with an issue size of 1,600 crore garnered a good response, and I congratulate the entire team of Ventive Hospitality, its merchant bankers, JM Financial, Axis, HSBC, ICICI, IIFL, Kotak, SBI Capital, legal advisors Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas, PR agency Adfactors, and everyone else associated with this IPO for their accomplishments. We at NSE are committed to facilitate fundraising opportunities and make capital markets more accessible for upcoming organizations to chart their growth stories. We hope that today's successful listing of Ventive will inspire many more companies to look at public markets as a promising avenue. This listing day is the start of a strong partnership between us. NSE looks forward to support Ventive Hospitality in their future fundraising endeavors as well. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Chauhanji. I request you to stay back on the stage. We still have about 4 minutes, maybe 2, I would say. So let's do this. We'll use this time for Mr. Chauhan to present a special memento to Mr. Atul Chodia and Mr. Tuhin Parekh. Request you to come on the stage. Mr. Chauhan would like to present a special memento along with a box of proud badges and a coffee table book to the management of Ventive Hospitality Limited, Panchil Realty, and Blackstone. Tuhin, come in. That's the box of proud badges. Thank you. We would now like to present mementos to the Atul and Tuhin. Take a seat. I think we still have 2 more minutes, so I'll call you. But let's use the 2 minutes. We'll continue with the memento. Let me call the bankers to come up and take a memento from Mr. Chauhan. Nitin Idnani, Managing Director, Real Estate Advisory, Investment Banking from JM. Mr. Atul Mehra, MD and CEO, Axis Capital Limited, if you could come up, please. Do we have Ranveer Davda, Managing Director and Co-Head, Investment Banking, HSBC. Could we have the ICI Securities team? Not sure if we have Mr. Raghavendra Pandey or Mr. Bilimuria here. Okay, lovely. Thank you. Mr. Vasudev Jagannath, Head Institutional Equities, IAFL. Mr. Abhijit Vaidya, Managing Director and Co-Head Equity Corporate Finance from Kotak Mahindra. Mr. Nitin Kanuganti, Vice President Investment Banking, SBI Capital Markets. Could we have a representative from Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas come up to take the memento from Mr. Chauhan? And could we have a representative from Ad Factors, Advertising and Public Relations to come up and take a memento from Mr. Chauhan? Yeah. Yeah, I see Mr. Chaturvedi coming in. Okay, I think we now need to get to the bell ringing. Request people to come up on the stage. Let's have Tuhin, Ashish, and Mohit from Blackstone. Let's have Mustafa, Ranjit, Atul, Varsha come up on the stage. Yeah, thank you. I promise I'm going to have a lot more photo ops. This is the first one, which is the bell ringing one. Yeah. Let's do that. We usually do something which is okay, let's do a customary countdown to the listing. So we now have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good show, good show. Yeah, let's spend some time. It's our moment at the stage today. Apna time aaya hai, so let's be here. Let's also have the board of directors, Nipun Sani, Tilan, come over, take a picture with the bell. Could we also have the family? We would love to have the family. Can we have Varsha, Resham? Yeah, I've called the board. I've called the board. Mustafa, Ashish, join for the board picture. Come. Now let's have one with the family. Request Varsha, Resham. Atul, stay back. Tuhin, stay back. No, you guys stay back. Let's have some more people join you. How about Varsha, Resham, Sanya, Dhruv, Sagar and Shribala Chaudhya, Priyanka, Prateek, and Monica Chaudhya. Triya. Vedant. Isha, lovely. Isha, Vedant, Veer, and others who think they are part of the Chaudhya family come up. Yash, do we have Yash here? Yashika. Yeah, hold the bell, ring the bell. Proud to be listed on NSC. Thank you. Thank you so much. Could we now have the Panchasheel team and Ventive team join on the stage? Requesting Surbhi Gupta, Pradeep, Paresh, Zarina, Ranjit. Am I missing anybody else from the Panchasheel and the Ventive Realty team? If you're here from the team, come up on the stage, please. Khushbu. Yeah. Surbhi, go stand. Great, thank you. Last photo op. Let's have the Blackstone team that worked on this. Ranjit, you want to say something?
I just want the general managers of the hotels also come on the stage, please.
The general managers of the hotels. Okay, and after that, we'll have the Blackstone team for their photo op as well. I know, hold on. Fantastic. The team from Blackstone that worked on this project, could we have Harsh, Jugal, Akshaj, Ashish, Mohit, Vikram Lakshman, Swati Bagel? Who else do I see here? Oh, Anju, come on up. Lovely. Blackstone team. Lovely, thank you. Atul, could you just stay back? We have some mementos to give out as well, so request you to please stay back. All right, let's have series of memento that comes in from Ventive Hospitality team to people who have worked relentlessly on putting this IPO together. So let's start with the home ground. Mr. Chaudia would like to give a memento to NSC for being special members here today. Mr. Ashish Kumar Chauhan has left, but we've got Gaurav taking it on his behalf. Mr. Chodia, stay back. Okay. Mr. Chodia would like to present Memento to NSC for putting this event together. People, we are not done. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Okay. All right. Yes, please. That is the gentleman from NSC taking the Memento. Tuhin, sit. At Ventive, we are attentive, but okay. You want to give something back? All right, okay, let's do that. That's the bull photograph. So NSC has created the... Okay, 10 a.m. photograph, lovely. Oh, that was quick, 10 a.m. photograph, and 10:09 we have it in hand. Mr. Chodia, I request you to stay back on the stage. Let's have a series of Memento coming in from him. So we now have Mr. Chodia give a Memento to the Blackstone team. So requesting Tuhin and Ashish to come up and collect this. At Ventive, we are attentive, and you can see that in this most unique and interesting Memento designed by Surbhi Gupta of Panchasheel, which brings together the logo of Ventive, a tree, a powerful symbol of growth and stability, with a fragile and yet resilient moss. So the green thing you see there is actually moss. Moss lives off the moisture from the air and is a symbol of sustainability, tranquility, and ability to thrive and adapt in diverse environments. Thank you, Surbhi, for putting this together. Indeed beautiful. Let's now have our representatives from JM come up and take the Memento from Mr. Chodia. We'd have the bankers starting JM. Oh, wow. Hi. Thank you. Could we have the team from Access Capital that worked on this issue, please? I can see Atul coming down. Thank you. Could we have the team from HSBC Securities and Capital Limited after this? Thank you. ICICI Securities Limited, could you be on standby? We now have the IIFL Securities team on standby. This is ICICI coming up. IIFL team. The Kotak Mahindra team. The Kotak Mahindra team. After that, the SBI Capital team. Thank you. After SBI, could we have Sunil from Nova One and the other team members of Nova One? Thank you. Could I see? Yes. Thank you, Sunil. Could the team from Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas be on standby? Could we have the representative from CAM on stage? Could we have the representatives of Shardullah Marchand Mangaldas and Company? Sam, anyone from here? Okay, how about Latam and Watkins? Let's have representatives from EY India. Paul, do I see you? Representatives from GSKA and Company. Representatives from KFIN. Representatives from KFIN. Could I have Mr. Chirag Shah, Transaction Square? Thank you. Could I have representatives from AdFactors come up and take the memento from Mr. Chaudia? Team AdFactors and team from Orient Press who've been printers of the RHP and other issues. Please, Subbu, come. Subbu, Vandana, Mr. Chaturvedi. You should go too. Go on, guys. Go. Representatives from Orient Press, the printers of the issue. Of course, thank you. We are also happy and proud that we are joined here by Mr. Shrikant Das, the CMD of Atmosphere. He's with us today. Could I request him to come up, please? Do we have representatives from Marriott and Hilton? Sir, hold back. Two more. Request the representatives of the Marriott team to come up, please. Thank you. Could I have representatives from GKDJ? Thank you. One more and we'll surely finish the memento by then. Could we have the representatives from Mehta and Mehta? Representatives from SN Dhawan. Could I have Mehta and Mehta, SN Dhawan? Cool. Okay, thank you all. What a fantastic listing we've had. Thank you, Mr. Chaudia. Thank you, Ranjit. Let's take our seats. Let's call for the vote of thanks. We'll just do a vote of thanks. Let me call upon Mr. Mohit Arora, Managing Director, Blackstone, for closing remarks.
Thank you, Deepa. Ladies and gentlemen, very good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us today in these hallowed halls of NSE to celebrate Ventive. It's also almost surreal to imagine that a company that didn't exist in its current shape and form some 120 days ago is today listed as India's third largest hotel company, rubbing shoulders with the likes of EIH and IHCL, which have been in business for over 80 to 100 years. But this company also had humble beginnings. It all started from a very innocuous business as usual call from my dear friend Mustafa sitting here. On one of these days, he called me and I pick up, and in his usual nonchalant tone, he asked me, and I quote, "Naladu bechenga?" And I was like, "Naladu bechenga?" I didn't know what Naladu is, where it is, do we own it? If we own it, do we want to sell it? So I asked him what exactly he meant, and he explained to me that it's one of the 3 islands that comprise Anantara that Blackstone owns in Maldives. As the folktale has it, Atul, in and around that time, had gone to Maldives. He stayed at Anantara, specifically Naladu. He loved the real estate. He loved the hospitality. And for lesser mortals like you and me, if we love hospitality at a particular place, we probably take a vow that we'll come back and experience it once more. But for a person of Atul's stature, if he loves real estate, he just buys it. So we set off to work. We didn't have any details. We reached out to our Singapore team, got some details, got some numbers, shared it with Panchil team, ran few processes, and realized that probably selling one of the island was not practically possible. It was all integrated part of the same ecosystem with the same back of the house, staff, F&B, etc., etc. But as a result of this exercise, what we as Blackstone India team got a sense of was Blackstone's Maldives business. In and around the same time, Panchil was also finishing up their resort in Maldives, and we began to talk about their experiences in Maldives. And we realized that both of us share the same optimism about the opportunities that that market has to offer. And if you could combine it with what we own in India, you could be staring at a very formidable platform which will be uniquely positioned to capitalize on both inbound and outbound India tourism. And that's how, ladies and gentlemen, Ventive started to come to shape. So thank you, Atul, for thinking big, thinking bold, thinking ahead, as always. Thank you for wanting to buy Naladu, and thank you, Mustafa, for that historic call. We really created something unique. Unique in terms of the quality of real estate it owns, unique in terms of the strength of the balance sheet, unique in terms of the quality of the management. Ranjit, special shout out to you. And unique in terms of the caliber of the promoters. It's also unique, as I previously said, it's probably the only company that did the journey from formation to listing in less than 120 days. Personally, for me, it's also unique because it's probably the only work stream for which I got called into Tuhin's cabin to answer questions like, when are you going to Maldives next? What are your plans on Maldives? Why you haven't gone to Maldives yet? And these are probably the easiest set of questions that he's ever asked me, and I always look forward to answer. God bless us all with these work assignments which need our bosses to follow up on our Maldives plans. As they say, it takes a village. And for us to travel this far to this momentous occasion, I would say it has taken a city and probably a little bit of state as well. Standing here, I would want to propose a big vote of thanks to our elite bankers, JM Financial, Kotak Mahindra Bank, IFL, HSBC, SBI Caps, ICICI Securities, and Axis Bank. I would also want to thank our esteemed set of advisors and counsels who worked tirelessly to transform this vision into reality. Nova One, CAM team, SAM team, Latham, EY, Transaction Square, BPA, Wadia Gandhi, Harvard, CBRE, AdFactors. Thank you. Special shout out to our hotel operator partners, Marriott, Hilton, and Atmosphere, for managing the front lines, for curating those exceptional experiences of which Ventive is super proud of. And last but not the least, a huge expression of gratitude to the entire Panchil and Blackstone team, my friends and colleagues, for your dogged determination and unwavering commitment. I would start listing a few names, and I'm sure I'm going to miss a bunch. Starting with Mustafa, Ranjit, Paresh, Pradeep, Zarina, Samya, Khushbu, Surbi, Shoaib. And on the Blackstone side, Srejan, Anurag, Sid, Harsh, Harishwar, Anirudh, Jugal, Akshaj, Swati, Vikram Lakshman, and Deepa. I'm sure I've still missed a bunch, but you guys take a bow. You just really rocked it. And of course, none of this would have been possible without the inspiring vision of Mr. Atul Charadia, Mr. Tuin Parekh, and Mr. Ashish Mohta. Thank you for always hand-holding us and guiding us through. For me and several others in this room, Puma would always stand for Pune and Maldives. So here's to Project Puma, here's to Ventive. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
We started off with a punchy start with Mustafa and ended with Mohit. Thank you so much. But you know, it's not over. We still have the stage. We still have the bell, though the ceremony is over. We also have Mr. Jackie Shroff here with us. So take time out, take your pictures, take back home a memento. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic morning. Thanks, everybody.